up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino, and I want to give y'all this one real quick. No major revelation what I'm about to say, but I think the reiteration of this principle could kind of just keep us on our note, and that is the power of energy transferal. A lot of people understand that power. A lot of people, like y'all gonna totally be in the comments knowing, like, yeah, y'all gonna be co-signing, but it's a lot of people that don't believe in that. They don't believe that um, other people can impose their energies on you, whether it be negative or positive, but it absolutely can happen. Um, there are people who they down, they negative, they complaining, they depressed all the time, and a lot of times it's unwarranted. And you could come in and you fine, you good, and after a few minutes, sometimes a few seconds, they can weigh you down with their negative energy. Just the things that they're saying and the things that they're pouring on you. And before you know it, you start to feel down and out of it and not in the mood to do whatever you was getting ready to do. And that's because they've imposed that negative energy onto you. But that's the obvious one. But even deeper than that, there are people who can impose negative energy on you and transfer that energy to you a lot of times without even saying anything, without saying a word. Just the way they carry themselves, just the way they act, just the body language, the look that they have, what they give off, that the energy that they just give off. And you may not even understand what it was. It could be a group of people. You could walk into a place or into a room and everybody's down. You walk in the room sometime and everybody down, you go, what's wrong? What happened? You know, because you're reading it in their face, you're reading it in certain situations, but sometimes it could be a stranger. And we've all had those people. Everybody like to give themselves credit with being some kind of special being, and I can sense energy, I can read. But the truth of the matter is, everybody has that sense where you can kind of just walk in to a room and kind of come across somebody, and their energy just seems off. You're like, it's something about that cat, man. Something about that cat, man. I don't know, it just don't feel right. You don't even know them. They could walk in and it's kind of like, man, keep an eye on that dude. There's something ain't right about him. I feel it. And it's not to be judgmental or disrespectful towards somebody, but that's just really how it is with some people. And but the transferable aspect of it is how a lot of people that will have that in them and have that on them, they seek to share it. And some intentional, some unintentional. There are some people who they're confiding in you. Your friend, your family member, they're confiding in you with their problems, with their issues. And as a friend, you take that in, but it's like, oh man, now you're not the same. Now you got to find a way to flush that out of yourself. You got to give yourself a spiritual enema. I don't know if that's the right word, but you got to flush it out, plain and simple. So you hear people all the time talk about how you got to protect your energy and all that, and that's one of the reasons why, because negative thoughts affect the mind, and which affects the cells, which affects the body as a whole. So you got to be real protective of that. And sometimes you can see, or if you know somebody is bringing that. You ever had a situation where something, you go into something that you're attending, and then you hear people say, hey, well who are going to be there? They say, well, such going to be there, little Mike going to be there, this person going to be, and then when you hear a particular name, you go, I ain't going. Nah, I'm going to chill, I'm going to pass. Why you ain't going? I don't do him, I don't do her. It just It's gonna bring everything. It's gonna mess everything up. You know, and it might only be your thought. It might not be everybody. Nobody else may not have a problem with that person, but some may. But just for you, certain people just it don't mesh. It's just an energy that's just off. So you well within your rights to stay away from that. You know. But on the flip side, we should also seek um, people who transfer positive energy to us, and we should also be people who are setting out to transfer positive energy, because you could be the one that's laying a lot of that heavy weighted negative stuff on people, and you might not perceive it, you might not know it, because you may have received some sympathy when you came with the little sad mood, and now that's your go-to in order to fulfill whatever it is you're trying to fulfill and satisfy within yourself. So um, even when you down, even when you're not in the best of moods, when people come around, do your best to not give that off. Do your best to give off the opposite, give that positive energy, because the same way the negative energy um, degenerates the thought process and affects the cells in your body, that positive energy generates and excites the cells in your body as well. So, you know, everything is connected. This stuff ain't just some stuff, you know. So it's a real force. That energy is a real force, and we're giving off a real, actual thing that can affect other people, and others can affect us. So be mindful of that as we move forward, and always, like I said, do your best to be the one to give off the good stuff, you know, and not the bad. And like I say, you well within your rights to stray away from as much. Whatever you feel ain't right for you, stray away from it. I mean, don't let nobody tell you that you got to be around it. All right, man, this your big brother K-Rino. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Always leave a comment so I know you're there. If I know you're there, I can know that you care. And keep your notifications on at all times, man. All right, this your big brother K-Rino. I'll catch y'all later on. Peace.